It's the venue that's had plenty of success come through it since the mid-2010s, as well as a few Lombardi trophies. It's GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. For some, the final chapter of the season. For others, a final week before the playoffs. And we're off in Week 18. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Straight to the air they go. Finds a man right side. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
You know, Kate, that really is one of the benefits that comes with experience. You'll feel it. All right, look at the quarterback, never seeing the rush, never looking at the rush. Instead, eyes are downfield, and a big play follows.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Watson coming in motion right. From the 33 on 2nd down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here's Robinson up the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
First down, ball at the 36. Throwing off the play fake here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. Just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Trying again, following the sack. He gets a lot behind one. They connect on the deep shot. And he gets it. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos drive 80-plus yards and take a 6-0 lead. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Little tacks on the extra point. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. He fields it from the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Don't let us down. Hey, report.
Lamar off to play fake. On target to Worthy. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Dallas Turner there to bring him down.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
That's complete, Isaiah Pacheco. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and ducking the ball.
First and 10. Here's Jackson. He put everything he had into this one. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down. Tried connecting with Xavier Worthy there. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Has his man. It's Pacheco. And this goes across midfield and into Broncos territory.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Lamar throwing again. Throwing this back in the end zone. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Jackson yet again. And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on 4th down as they force the turnover.
Well, this play never had a chance between the pressure at home and the coverage downfield. QB still got to find a way to throw it up and give somebody an opportunity to make a play.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. So second down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And he's taken down at the 30. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. This is on target to Christian Watson. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. They put a receiver in motion right. From the 22 on second down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. From the gun, it's Robinson. Juke the defender. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Another carry for Robinson. And he won't win the race to the outside. That one's bottled up at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Second and 10 now. That winds up incomplete and brings an end to our opening quarter. It's the end of the 1st in this AFC West showdown. 7-0 is our score. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Time for our 2nd quarter. Let's see if the Broncos can capitalize in the red zone. To the air, 3rd and long. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You've got to shake it off and keep on firing.
The kick by Shudak is good. It sails right through a beautifully placed football.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Jackson to throw it. Rolling left, buying some time. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. And they send a man in motion. It's Pacheco on 3rd. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's got him. That's Pacheco. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Lamar now from the gun. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Pat Surtain has it. And the Broncos take possession on his 13th INT of this season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
1st and 10, they're going to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that'll be good for a Denver first. They're going play action. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete.
With the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up. And it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. They'll throw it. He's on the move. He's on the move. And he's got it down to the 30 before going out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
Throwing on 3rd and long. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up 4th down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He sends this one to the end zone. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
Oh, there was so much good on that play. Right play call, good route, great throw, Kate. Just needed to make the catch. That's a situation you expect your guys to convert in every time.
First and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Big game downfield. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Now Jackson off the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
Now it's Lamar. Touchdown, Kansas City. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chiefs cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. And that one is going to go out of bounds. Wow, they're going to get great field position out of this. First and 10 from the 41. Robinson on the inside give. And he's able to reach that midfield stripe after some solid running. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. We're to the 2-minute warning from Arrowhead. The Broncos in possession. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Staying with Robinson. Jukes one defender. Has a hole left. Room to run. Dodges the tackle, and he's in. Touchdown! The Broncos grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone. You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Forced out to his right. He's going to keep it this time. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a 1st down, that's a big bonus for the quarterback.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And he makes the house go. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. Wow, talk about aggressive coverage, Brock, to have somebody in position for a pick behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this quarterback is never going to take that short pass for granted again. That is usually one you do in your sleep. He's just now going to be restless in his sleep thinking about it.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Brings in the kick at the 9. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. get this drive started. 1st and 10. Jackson trying to get after the pick. Finds his man. It's Worthy. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Offense in the hurry up here.
That's good for the Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10.
1st down. Here's Lamar. He's got his man. That's Alec Pierce. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in 1 play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Brought in along the sideline. No gain on the play, but an impressive catch all the same.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Jackson's going to throw again. He's going to push one deep down the right. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Broncos make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
Play action on 1st down. Hauled in left side. And he goes out of bounds after taking it up to the 40. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
On the move, headed right. Now here he goes. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
Looking to throw. He beams one deep right side. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our 1st half. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit.
Seriously, was that even a play? I swear I'm leaving the city if y'all don't score. That was the worst call ever. Seriously, was that even a play?
Well, that 1st half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock here with you as we get back and see what the 2nd half has in store for us. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. We'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success, and that's exactly what they did.
On 1st down, Jackson. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He throws a bullet deep to the right. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Sauce Gardner with the INT. Well, Brock, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception right there.
We know that no lead in this league is safe ever, ever, ever. A one-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. They all seemingly come down to the final possession anyway. And with a whole half of football left, you just can't give away too many possessions like that.
Catch is made down the right sideline. He's out of bounds after a nice pickup to the 10. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Lamar off the play fake. This throw is caught. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, and get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Pacheco. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Chiefs pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Gets this one to Watson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
From midfield now. Fits it through the middle. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. He fields it from the 8. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Finds him over the middle. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
He's got it over the middle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st and 10 from the 41. Lamar now from the gun. And not a great choice on 1st down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted, actually, so 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Pacheco gets it from the gun. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Drew Sanders that time on the stop. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Chased out to his right. Complete beyond the marker. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Jackson throwing here. Buys time, rolling right. He's keeping it. Pickup of a few as he heads out of bounds.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
A 2nd down run by Pacheco. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Some early movement on the left side there, but was he the first to go, or was he provoked? Penalty not helping their cause for this 3rd down.
Get in the end zone, fellas.
Jackson to throw it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
I can't believe what I watched.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. Jackson looking to throw. And they get to him on fourth down. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Moving quickly, trying to get set again. On second down, Robinson. He's got a gain of 6 there. Trent McDuffie getting there for the stop. That's going to be 6 on the run, so that brings up third and right around 8. Throwing off the play fake here. He puts some power on a deep run left. And the big hitter will not be reeled in. That's incomplete, and that would have made for an impressive catch on our final play of the third quarter. Cam Little now to attempt this field goal. We better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. Oh my goodness, they're faking it. And they can't connect on the fake. It's incomplete. The fake field goal does not get it done. This is going to be a turnover on downs.
Well, clearly the defense did not go all in on the block right there, and fortunate for them, because it allowed them to pivot when they saw the fake, and they stay in position to defend it beautifully.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Lamar. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, maybe they gave the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
That one's cut along the left sideline. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's got it near the 8. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Receiver in motion, headed right. Airing it out to start this drive. He's throwing deep to the left. They did it! He made the interception! That's Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Chiefs have some new life in the fourth.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he's charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
2nd down now, 7 to go. It's Pacheco again. Nice cut back to the right sideline. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10.
Come on, boys. Let's pound the rock. Hey, report. Baby. Report. Go ahead.
Right back to Pacheco. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. 1st and goal.
No, we changed it.
Changing it up here, Jackson. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Let's take a 4th quarter lead. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that 2nd one far bigger than his 1st when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts him in front here in the 2nd half. It's a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
The Chiefs get lined up, and they will kick this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Oh, look at this. Here he goes.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Second and 1. Completes. It's Bijan Robinson. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They're throwing it. Escapes the pocket. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start to push into Chiefs territory. from the 47. He's on the move. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. He's back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. Slot man in motion right. Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. They connect for the first. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. He'll throw it yet again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
2nd and 10 now. Forced out to his right. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
You know, we're so often in today's game looking for this, that escapability, and I love that. Get out of harm's way. Now you just got to find a way to make the connection on the other end.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Looking to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. Impressive play, but they are well shy of the first down. That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Broncos losing by 4. Fourth and 3, drive on the line. He'll throw it. He connects downfield on 4. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos have taken the lead late. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Back to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Broncos make the play that should win them this game.
4 picks, 1 game. Yeah, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. On the move, headed right. He's running with it. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he can get the 1st down.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Now the give for Bijan. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their 1st. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the 1st.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw. Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. This throw is cut. And a nice gain here, but it's stopped short of the 1st. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Setting up to pass. Buying some time right. Sheds up. And they got there in time. He's taken down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
That right there is one of the biggest differences between the NFL and college game. Heck, the high school and Pop Warner game. Because when you break away from a sack at those lower levels, big things happen. But at this level, this big boy league, just because you get out of one guy's arms doesn't mean you're safe anytime soon.
Oh, it's a fake. They're going to throw it. And that is incomplete. The fake is unsuccessful. The fake field goal does not get it done. This is going to be a turnover on downs.
Hey, listen, if you're going to make that call, you better be sure you're going to pull it off. Failure takes points right off the board.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup. Chiefs in the hurry-up, trying to get everyone to the line. Throw left side, complete. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd.
To throw. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. So the Broncos ride out of here with a win on the road. And they get one more victory in a division champion season. That, of course, not the championship they're focused on, right, Brock? And the road.